So pagination concept we are discussing. Pagination. What is a pagination? Why we go for the pagination here? The pagination concept is nothing but something you have the object. So in the object we are storing the number of records. So how many records we can store here? Millions of records we have. Suppose if you have the number of records, so whenever we are selecting the data like this, if I'm selecting the one data, I'm writing the query like this. So account, so list of account I'm taking, list of account, ACC list equal to something, I'm writing the query, select ID, name, phone, industry from account. So this account is contain some 1 million records. How many records it is fetching here? In this case, how many records it is fetching? 1 million records it is one by one records are reading. But here, so maximum how many records it is reading? Here it is reading the 50,000 record at a time it can read. How many records it can read? 50,000 records it is reading. But here in your page you cannot display the 50,000 records here. So in the page something 20 records or 50 records only we are displaying. But whenever we are retrieving the all records at a single time, then what happened means the performance is decreasing. So if you want to improve the performance, then we are using the so pagination concept we are using. What is the pagination means? If you want to retrieve the data from the pagination, then we can read the data. So number of iterations you can take it. If you want to display the some records, 50 records, yes, you can read the, it is selecting the data from the table and it is storing maximum 50,000. From that we can retrieve the data 50 records. If I click the some button, we are creating some button, if I click the next button, then it is 50 records it is next click the records means next 50 records, like this it is reading the data. In this time some little bit of performance is improving. For this we go for the some pagination concept we are using. So if you want to use the pagination, then there is a one controller class is that standard set controller is a one class name. What is the class we have? Standard set controller is the class. By using this class, we are using the pagination concept. So whenever we are creating, so pagination concept here, the standard set controller is provided some methods. By using these methods, we can retrieve the data. Okay, here we can create this object by calling something, by passing the some query we can retrieve the data. By passing the, we retrieve the data. Standard set controller object we can create. So how to create the standard set controller means apex pages dot standard set controller is a class name. What is the class name? Apex pages dot standard set controller is a class name. So equal to new apex pages dot standard set controller of query. What is the query we are passing? The query is select name, ID, something like this from the account object. So I'm not writing limit, not required limit. So here from the account. So then account records it is fetching, and from that account records we are so fetching the some step-by-step process. This is the one way we can create the class. Otherwise, one more way also you can create apex pages dot standard set controller equal to new apex pages dot standard set controller of database dot query locator is a one more method. By calling the this method also you can retrieve the data. Now there is some 200 records are there in the object. We have that some 200 records. For every iteration I want to read the 10 records. That means how many times we are retrieving the data? 20 times. That is nothing but the, if I click the next 20 times the next options are required. So every time how many records it is fetching? Some 10 records it is fetching, like this. Now it is given some methods. So there is a one method is cancel is the one method. If I call the cancel method, so it is from the middle or it is from the ending place to home page only it is generating. If you want to navigating to home page, so the original page, then we are using the cancel is the method we are using. This method is given by standard set controller. The standard set controller is given one method, so the method name is cancel is a method. Now one more method, first method. If it is the first method, if I'm calling the first method, then it returns to first page only. If there is some 20 pages are there is some 20 pages are there. If I call the first means it is navigating to only first page. Okay. Now get a complete result. If I use the get complete results, maximum 10,000 records only it is retrieving. At a time it is retrieving the 10,000 records. Now get filter ID. So here we are setting the filtered ID and getting the filtered ID. Here what is a filtered ID means? We are filtering the data. So all contacts, all accounts, my accounts, like this we are filtering. For this internally it is using the one ID. That ID, it is we are retrieving the ID. Last week, so new last week, like this we are calling that one. So what is we are doing? Something we are filtering the data. We are filtering the some data. The filtering data is nothing but, so for filtering, setting and getting the filtering data. So for this we are using get filtered ID is the method currently in the context. The context what is contained, that is. Now has next is a method. From the current page to it is navigating to next page. So for that next page, if the records are there or not, if you want to check in the next page, the records are for next page is there or not. If you want to check, then we are calling the get has next method. We are calling the get has method. Has next method is returns. So if the next page is available, then it returns true. If the next page is not available, it returns false. It is returns. Now get has previous. That means if the previous page, that means previous page is available, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. Suppose you are in the first page. If I am calling the get previous page, get has previous, is there any previous page? In this case there is no previous page, only next page is only available, but previous page is not available. In this case what happened? It is returns false only. Suppose the cursor is in the second page. If I am calling the get has first page, get has previous, then get has previous means yes, it is the one is the first previous page is one more page is there, so that's the reason in this case true is returns. Suppose if it is the cursor is here, in this time get has previous, if I am calling, then it returns false only returns. Like this we can call the previous page, or so next page we are calling. Now get list view options. Here we have the options, list view options. We have the 6 options we have. If you want to get the predefined options, these are the predefined options. If you want to get the predefined values, then we are calling the get list view options method we are calling. If I call the get list view options method, then the list view options, what are the methods are available, those methods it is returns. Now get page number. So here your cursor is available, cursor position is the something 3. Now get page number. If I am calling, the page number is returns the 3. Now page size. Page size is how many records present in the page. So I declared here page size is 10. Then what is the page size here? Get page size method. The get page size method is returns the 10 is returns, because returns number of the records including in each page set. Get record, it returns the one record only retries. If you want to retrieve all the records, then we are calling the get records method. We are calling get record method is returns S object type. We are converting, if it is the account object, then we are converting into account. If it is a contact object, then we are converting into contact object type. If it is a student object, then we are converting into student object type. Now get result size. So here totally how many records are there? Those records, that is nothing but the how many pages, totally how many pages are there, that pages size is it returns. Get selected. What is a selected object? You selected, your object is a selected object. What type of object? Whether it is contact or account, like this, that object is returns. Last, it is navigating to last record. First, it is navigating to first record. Previous, that is pages, not first record. First page and next page, the previous page, last page. Like this we have the methods. So whenever we are using the filtration, like this we are taking the filtration. At that time, the page is whatever filtration is that something internally it is creating the some id, that id is storing in the set filtered id. By using set filtered id we are storing, and by using get filtered id we are retrieving that id we are retrieving. If it is required, wherever it is required, that filtered id we are getting. Now, so set page number. If you want to set the page number, then we use the set page number method. And set page size. Set page size is each and every page how many records required, that is you can set it. Here in this case I set the page number 10, so you can set the page number is 20. Like this you can set the page number 10 or 20. Now I am creating. So here we are creating the one class is creating pagination is a class, private string something, base query, or just like a something you can write the query directly, anything, any name you can take it, no problem. And one more is acc filtered id. Okay, for this setter method and getter method we are creating. Now private integer something, page size is 10. Each and every time it is retrieve the 10 records, it is retrieving. Now I'm creating pagination apex class. This is a controller. Here a constructor we created. Now here we are calling the one more variable we are taking, acc filtered id, like set and getter method how to return. Similarly we are creating the one more, so acc set controller object I am creating. So what is the page, how to create this object here? The object is we are creating in two ways. What are the two ways? Here we are creating the one way is nothing but so apex pages dot standard set controller equal to new apex pages dot standard set controller of database dot get query locator of query we are passing. So the method for this method, ssc standard set controller, for this method we are providing the setter method and getter method. So for this I created public apex pages dot standard set controller, acc set controller is the variable name I declared. For this variable, here get and setter method how to provide it? Here we are creating the some getter method. In the getter method, if acc set controller equal to null, that means if the object is not available, acc set controller equal to new apex pages dot set controller of standard set controller of database dot get query locator of base query. What is the base query? The base query is nothing but select name ID like this from the account order by name or ascending order, descending order, like this you can write the some query. That query we are passing here. Now ACC set controller dot page size. The page size is, what is the size here? 10 is the page size. We passed here 10 is the page size. Now here if ACC filtered ID not equals to null, set controller of set filtered ID of, so ACC filtered ID we are setting the filtered ID. So here we created something ACC set ACC filtered ID we created, that ACC filtered ID we are passing for this filtered ID. That means, so this is a some string type of data. The string type of data, that string type of data, the filtered ID internally it is so in the Visual Force pages the filtered ID is fetching and it is storing that ID here. Now return ACC set controller. Return value is nothing but ACC set controller means the object is apex pages dot standard set controller object is returns. Here the return statement is nothing but this is a return statement. The return statement is the object we are written, the same object we are written here in this case. Now after that setter method we written in the setter method, so we are closing the setter method, and getter method, through the getter method we are retrieving and we are saving that data into something setter method also. Now public void first page. This is my own method. I written my own method. First page is the my own method. If I call this method in the Visual Force page, if I call this method in the Visual Force page, so this method is executing in this method apex set controller standard. Okay, here set controller dot first is a method. Here we written first is a method. What is the method? First method, it is navigating to first page. If I call the last, if I call the last, then it is navigating to last page. Now one more method, so public void last page, this is a method. If I call this method, what happened means apex set controller in that class we have the last method is there. That last method we are calling. Whenever we are calling this last method, so it is navigating to the page, is navigating to this is the area it is navigating. Now navigating to next page. How to navigating to next page? Public void next is a method I am calling. This method is own method only. In that method, what is the method here we are calling? Next is a method given by the apex. So pages dot standard set controller is given next method. This next method we are calling by calling the this next method in the Visual Force page. Before calling this next method, first we are checking if apex set controller dot apex pages dot set standard set controller dot get has next, whether it is a next page is available or not we are checking. If the next page is available, then only this is calling the next method is calling. If the next page is not available, it cannot call the this method is cannot call. Similarly prev is my own method name, so I'm calling the get has a previous method. If the previous page is there, then only I'm calling the previous method. If there is no previous page, then we are not calling any previous method. Now public list of accounts, get accounts, this is my own method, get accounts method I'm calling. In the get account methods, get records method we are calling. Here we have the get records method. Here get records method. The get records method is returns, s object is returns. So the s object to we are converting into account type we are converting. What type we are converting? So get records is converting into list of account type we are converting, because our data is nothing but the list of account type I required. So then account records I required. So that is the reason get account method we are calling. Then get account methods, get records method is returns. What type it is returns here? S object type. We are converting into what type we are converting? So list of account type we are converting. Now here we have the some options. What are the options? These are the list view options. If you want to create this list view options, then list view options, there is a 6 options of predefined options we have. If you want to get these predefined 6 options, then we have the one method get list view options is the method. Okay, this class is given. What is the method? Get list view options is a method is given. This method we are calling. So list view available. So available to the current users. Okay, list views are available to the current users. Now this is a returns. I'm return the account controller data, like this we are calling this one. What is returns here? The return value is nothing but, in this case, select options. The select options are nothing but items, multiple items. If you want to store, select option we are creating and we are storing those values into select option method. So this is a method I'm calling get account existing views method. This method is my own method. In the my own method, it is returns the select options. Here I am written the this value is return value is the same value only returns. Now next, reset the list view. Okay, reset to filter. In the reset to filter, set page number as a 1. Whenever we click the something, reset the page reference, that is nothing but the, so set to page number is a 1 only we are calling reset to filter method. Whenever this method is executing, it is navigating to the first page only, it is navigating to first page. This is the code we written in the Apex class. This is the code we written in the Apex class. Now we are calling these methods here. Here Apex pages standard controller, sorry, custom controller. Here the controller name is pagination. Pagination Apex is the class. So available list view for account. Available list view for account is the one name is displaying. In the name we are displaying the select list. How to create the pick list? By creating the select list option, we are creating the pick list value we are creating. The value equal to ACC filtered ID. So ACC filtered ID. The filtered ID, we are filtering the data for this filtered ID we are using. Now size equal to 1 and ID equal to something filtered menu, that is not required for the ID is not required for this case. Now select options. In the select options, I have the list view options. What are the list view options? How to call the list view options here? How to calling get list view options method we are calling. Get list view options is the what where we written get account existing list views is a my return type. This is a return type. So this method account existing views I written in this case where we written account existing views I am calling. Then this is nothing but the select options. In the select options, those are the values I am displaying. Now when it is action support event, on change is the event. When the value is changing, this is the action is executing. So reset to filtered ID to 1 only. So what is the reset to filter? Reset to filtered ID, we are reset to filtered ID. This method is calling. In this method we are setting the page number is 1 only. That means whenever so the select option we are selecting, then the action is nothing but to navigating to only page number first. That means like this we have, if I'm selecting, then immediately it is navigating to page number first page only, it is navigating. Whatever actions are there from that, for that action, from the beginning it is showing. From the beginning it is showing. For this it is navigating to first page only. Now this is the way we created this one. Now this is the one list view options we are created. In the list view options we are displaying that list view items. Now in the page block I created something Apex colon page block account records. Here in the page block section, command buttons I created. In the first command button, the action is first page. The method name I created first page is my method name. What is the action? The action is nothing but the first page. The method name is the first page. Whenever I'm calling the first page, it is navigating to first method. First method is executing. First method is executing, it is navigating to first page. Now Apex colon command button in the previous. The previous is nothing but it is navigating to previous page. How to navigating to prev? We call the previous method we are calling. So previous method we are calling. If I call the prev method, first it is checking whether the previous page is there or not. If the previous page is there, then only it is navigating to previous page. If there is no previous page, so it is simply ignores that one, it is false only executing. Now like this, previous, next method, if I'm calling the next method, action is next. What is the next? Here this is the method we are calling the next. Then in this it is executing whether next page is there or not, it is checking. If the next page is there, then it is navigating to next page, it is navigating to next page. Who is performing, who is provided these methods? All these methods provided by Apex pages dot standard set controller is given all these methods. Now last page, then it is navigating to last page. These are the some buttons we have. These are the buttons we are creating, 4 buttons I am creating. If I click the first button, then it is moving to first page. If I click the previous, then it is previous, next, last page. Like this we are navigating to that particular pages. Now after that, I am displaying the some data in the table format. Page block table we are using. In the page block table, so accounts, what is the accounts value? The accounts is nothing but here get accounts method we are calling. In the get account methods, all the records it is fetching and it is converting into account to type list of account type. So that is nothing but the list of accounts it is retrieving. Now we are getting the list of accounts type. Some variable I am taking, item is the variable name. The records, all the records we are taking and we are storing in the variable, that variable name is item. So the item we are passing here. In the column we are passing the item dot name. So this is a variable. Okay, if you want to take ACC, okay, ACC dot name, like this you can take the name, ACC dot name, you can take it. Now I want to execute this one. Now this week records, new this week records, these are the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, 10 records. Now if I click the all accounts, from the all accounts, it is first page only, previous, there is no previous. If I click the next page, it is navigating to next page. If I click the last page, it is navigating to last page. In the last page, if I click the next, there is no next page. From the last, there is no next page, but previous page is there. Okay, previous page is there. Like this, previous pages or first page or last page, it is a navigating to live. Like this we are navigating to that pages, we are navigating to that particular pages. If I select the this week, then whenever we are using that week, whatever is there, that is displaying from the first page. Refreshing, that is, then whatever is there, that is displaying. My accounts, if your accounts are there, that accounts it is displaying. So this is nothing but by using the standard set controller, we can create the pagination concept, we can create the pagination concept. So these items, for these items we are created, for these items we are created here list view options, here select list it is created for the display. So here account existing views, the account existing views are nothing but the items are nothing but list view options method is internally calling, and it is retrieving the all the items, retrieving, it is dynamically retrieving the all the predefined values. Now whenever we are selecting like this, the page is again navigating to only current page only, that is a current page only, it is a first page only, it is navigating, it is navigating first page. How to navigating to first page? Here we are using reset to filter of page number, set page number is 1. Then it is navigating to first page, it is navigating to first page. Here we are writing the action is whenever on click change the event, whenever changing the event on click event, then this action is executing. In this action we are navigating to that first page only navigating. So this is the way we are executing, we are calling the methods. I have the shopping carts application. In this application I am creating the something like this, some columns. I am creating the some columns here, some rows and columns like this. Okay, item name, item id, item name, price, like this I want to create the some items. So here these are the items here. First one is nothing but item id, name, price, quantity. So I am creating the two items only I am creating here. Now there is some buttons I am creating. There is some button I am creating. I am creating the button more items is the one button I am creating. If I create the more items, there's a add more. If I click the add more rows, if I click the add more rows button, then what happened means here again I am displaying the number of items I am displaying again. So two more rows or three more rows I am displaying here like this. Again it is a two more. If I click the one more time, then what happened, two more rows, again it is creating the some two more rows like this. The form is expanding like this, the form is expanding like this. This is the way we are creating. So if you want to create this type of applications for your shopping cart like this applications, then we are using so wrapper classes we are using. In this case here we required wrapper classes required. What is required here? Wrapper classes we required. In the wrapper classes we are storing the whatever items are selecting, those items we are saving, and whatever items are required, those items we are saving in this area. Now I'm creating one class I created. Supermarket is a class. In this class, public string name, public integer quantity, public decimal price. What is this? Setter method and getter method. Setter method and getter methods. This class is called wrapper class. What is the wrapper class is contain? The wrapper class is contain just setters and getter methods. What is contain? The wrapper class is contain just setter methods and getter methods only. It is not contain any other content. Only we are writing the some setters and getter methods. Wherever it is required, that methods we are calling those methods, those setters and getter methods we are calling in required place. This is a wrapper class. Supermarket class is nothing but a wrapper class. The wrapper classes is contain only setter methods and getter methods only it is contain. Clear? Okay. Now here I have a one class. My class is invoice page apex is a class name. In this supermarket, list of supermarket, whatever items are there, those items we are saving into list of supermarket. So here setter method and getter method we are calling. Now public boolean flag equal to something, setter method getter method we are taking. This flag we are using boolean type true or false type we are using in the setter method and getter method. Now what is the constructor name? Invoice page apex is nothing but a constructor name. Now sm equal to new list of supermarket type we are creating. That means this supermarket object in the constructor, inside constructor we are creating, and inside constructor we are calling, inside constructor we are calling add more is a one method is there. The add more method we are calling. Whenever we are calling the add more method, so in the add more method, so here this is the add more method is there. In the add more method we are adding the supermarket object here. So supermarket of supermarket here list. What is the supermarket here? This is a list type. Okay, list dot to add of supermarket type. What is the type we are adding? Supermarket type objects we are adding. So three times we are adding. That means three columns we are adding in this case. The flag is initially the flag is whenever we are created the add more rows, whenever we are calling the add more rows, the flag equal to false. This flag we are using in another place, the flag equal to false we are using. Now there is one method is calling public void call me method. In the call me method, whenever we are using the call me method, the flag equal to again we are making as a true. Okay, the flag equal to we are making as a true. Now open this Visualforce page. In the Visualforce page, I am creating purchase order is the one page block we are creating purchase order. Now page block table. In the page block table, I am passing the some supermarket. The supermarket, the variable name is A is the variable. Supermarket is nothing but list view we are passing. In the list view, whatever items are there, those items it is displaying here. The header value. Header name is nothing but columns. In the page block table, we are creating the some column. The column name header value equal to product name and input to text type equal to a dot to product name. So what is the input text? If you want to save the data, then we are using the input to text type we are using. Output to text, input to field and input to text. Input to text is simply we are creating the text type. The text name is what is the value for the text value? A dot to name, P dot, A dot name. The A is nothing but here. This is list view. In the list view, we have the supermarket. In the supermarket, there is a product name we have P name. What is it? In the A dot name means A dot product name we are using here. Now one more column. In the second column quantity, A dot quantity. Third one price, A dot price we are calling. Now up to this, at the time of execution of Visualforce page, the coding is that is nothing but invoice page apex. In the invoice page apex, so supermarket object is creating, list view is creating. In the list view we are calling the add more method. In the add more method, three items it is calling, three list view items it is calling here. The items are nothing but product name. First column is nothing but product name. Second column is quantity. Third column is nothing but the price. Like this, three columns and these three columns and three rows are creating. Three times we are calling the supermarket, so that is the reason three times it is executing. Now if I call the add row method, add row method means action is one more time it is executing, one more time it is executing, three more columns it is creating, three more columns it is creating. Now just observe this one. Initially it is created, so product name, quantity, price. How many columns here? Three columns. Okay, product name is soap, quantity is some 6, price is 25. Now I'm taking one more is soap, so shampoo. Now quantity is something 8, price is 20 rupees something. One more is uh, oil, oil packets, some quantity is 2 packets, price is some 150 is the price. Now I want to, I am purchasing the one more, some more items also. Here if I click the add more, if I click the add rows, here adding the three more columns it is adding, three more rows it is adding. So oil, in this time some books, I'm taking the something books, books is a 4, like this I'm taking the something 50 is the rupees. I am adding like this. If I click the add more, one more row is adding. If I click the submit button, then whatever you added, those values it is displaying here. So purchase order, what is the order you purchased? That purchase order it is product name, quantity, price. So we selected here 4. Here also 4 items is there. Remaining items by default it is zeros are provided. Integer type something by default value is zeros are provided. This is the order we are displaying here based on this. Suppose if I am adding one more time, 3 more rows it is adding. Okay, if I click this one submit button, so complete is there. If I click the submit button, so what are the items it is there, like this it is displaying the items. Now here add rows, I called the add rows is a method name. What is the method name I called here? Add rows is a method. If I call the add rows method, the button name is a command button. In the command button add rows, there is a one function is executing. Add more is the function. What is the add more? Where is the add more? The add more function is there. In this function, 3 rows here for 3 supermarket objects we created. Suppose if I am creating 2 objects only, if I am creating, how many rows are executing? Only 2 rows only executing every time. Initially also 2 rows, later also it is executing, every time it is executing the 2 rows only it is executing. The call me, there is a button function name is call me. In the call me, flag equal to false, true, previous flag equal to false. Okay, the reason is here page block table purchase order, so there is a flag we are calling. Initially the flag is false only, initially the flag is false only. Whenever we are clicking the button, then that is nothing but the flag value is changing, it is making as a true. The re-rendered equal to nothing but the values are here rendering the values. Okay, here it is rendering the values. In this again we are created one more page block table. In the one more page block table, so the values, whatever values are there, that values we are displaying the project values. Output labels, here we used the output labels, there we used input text. For the columns, output label, A dot quantity, A dot name, A dot price. These are three values we are displaying. Is it clear?
Yes.
First we created one supermarket is created. What is a supermarket is contain? The supermarket is contain product name, quantity, price. These are three values I required because here I have the three values I have. What is the I have? I have the three values I have. Quantity, name, quantity, price. So for this, these values, whatever values here we are providing, these values we are saving into setter method, and whenever it is required, if I click the submit button, whenever we click the submit button, those values we are retrieving from the getter method. So for this we are storing the values we are storing in the pname, quantity and price, that is nothing but the setter methods. If I click the submit button, what happened? If I click the submit button means here from the getter methods are executing through the getter method, those values we are retrieving here. Clear? Okay. So for this I created one class. In the class, the list of supermarket type. I created list item. Why we created the list? Similar type of items if you want to use, then we are creating the list we are creating. The list is used to store the similar type of data. Now what is the data we are storing? Supermarket data we are storing in the list. Now here the flag value initially, okay, set and getter method. In the setter method, the flag value initially it is false only we are setting. Now later we are changing the false value, that flag value is true. True means here re-rendered value true or false. Here we are using the re-rendered value. Here we are using the re-rendered value. The page is refreshing the page. The refresh page is true or false we are using. Initially I am not printing the values. If I use the flag value equal to false, ట్రూ, ఇక్కడ ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుందంటే ఫ్లాగ్ వాల్యూ వచ్చేసి ఇనిషియల్ గా కనుక ట్రూ అని కనుక యూజ్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుందంటే ఇక్కడ వెన్ ఎవర్ వీఆర్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటింగ్ ఇమీడియట్లీ ఇక్కడ ఇవి రెండు డిస్ప్లే చేయగానే ఇమీడియట్ గా ఇక్కడ మనకు వచ్చేసి ఆ వాల్యూస్ కూడా ఎంటీ వాల్యూస్ డిస్ప్లే చేస్తుంది. అలా కాకుండా ఇనిషియల్ గా కాకుండా ఇఫ్ ఐ క్లిక్ ద బటన్ దెన్ ఓన్లీ ఐ వాంట్ టు డిస్ప్లే. అప్పుడు ఏంటంటే బటన్ ను క్లిక్ చేసినప్పుడు ఆ బటన్ యొక్క వాల్యూ వచ్చేసి ఎక్కడ రాసామంటే ఇక్కడ బటన్ వాల్యూ కాల్ మీ ఈజ్ ద బటన్, ఆ ఫ్లాగ్ వాల్యూని మనం ట్రూ చేసాం, అప్పుడు మాత్రమే దట్ ఫంక్షన్ ఈజ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటింగ్, అదర్వైజ్ దట్ ఫంక్షన్ ఈజ్ నాట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటింగ్. నౌ ఈ సూపర్ మార్కెట్ లో క్రియేట్ చేసాం, యాడ్ మోర్ అని అన్నాం. యాడ్ మోర్ అన్నప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? దిస్ ఫంక్షన్ ఈజ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటింగ్. ఇక్కడ రెండు సార్లు యాడ్ చేస్తే రెండు రోలు యాడ్ చేస్తే రెండు అవుతుంది. ఇక్కడ త్రీ టైమ్స్ యాడ్ చేస్తే త్రీ వాల్యూస్ యాడ్ చేస్తే దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ద త్రీ రోస్ వీఆర్ కాలింగ్, దట్ ఈస్ నౌ త్రీ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ప్రింటింగ్. ఇక్కడ రెండే కాబట్టి ఇప్పుడు యాడ్ రోస్ అన్నాను, ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది మళ్ళీ రెండు. సబ్మిట్ అన్నాను, ఇక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి వాల్యూస్ వచ్చేసి ఎంటీ వాల్యూస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ డిస్ప్లేయింగ్. ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ చేంజింగ్ ద వాల్యూస్, ఓకే, ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ చేంజింగ్ ద quantity equal to 5, price equal to 50, so product is equal to soap. Okay, if I click the submit button, refresh కావట్లేదా? సో రిఫ్రెష్ అయింది 55. అర్థమవుతుంది కదా? దిస్ ఈజ్ అ వే వీఆర్ యాడింగ్. ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఏంటంటే మనకు requirement, based on the requirement we are adding the number of rows we are adding for your form. ఇది application మనకు రియల్ టైమ్ లో సమ్ టైమ్స్ we are using this type of application. For this we are using we are using ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసి సో ర్యాపర్ క్లాస్ అంటాం. ర్యాపర్ క్లాస్ అంటే ఏంటి? the wrapper class is nothing but it is a normal class. This class is contain only setter methods and getter methods. అలా కాకుండా మనం ఏమైనా నార్మల్ గా కోడ్ రాస్తాం. ఈ కోడ్ రాసినప్పుడు దాన్ని ర్యాపర్ క్లాస్ అని అనం. రేపర్ క్లాస్ అంటే ఏంటి? రేపర్ క్లాస్ అంటే ఏంటంటే దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ కంటైన్ ఓన్లీ సెటర్ మెథడ్స్ అండ్ గెటర్ మెథడ్స్. సెటర్ మెథడ్స్ గెటర్ మెథడ్స్ హౌ టు డిక్లేర్? ఇట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ద వీఆర్ డిఫైనింగ్ లైక్ దిస్, వీఆర్ డిఫైనింగ్ ద డేటా. క్లియరా?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you practice this is today. Tomorrow I will explain Eclipse IDE.